Okay. So today we will start what? Weathering. Okay. Acha. Weathering is the actually weathering is belongs to what? Weathering. All of you, can you hear me? Ritik, response. Okay. Weathering is including in which part of the syllabus? Part A. Part A, the unit third, that is landform. Part A, unit 3, the name of the unit is landform. Okay. The landform belongs to 3 chapter, but according to our revised syllabus, only how many chapters including our syllabus? Only 2 chapters. First is mineral and rocks. Second is geomorphic processes. Clear? So weathering is the part of the geomorphic process. First of all, geomorphic process. What is geomorphic process? Tell me the geomorphic process. What is geomorphic process? Tell me anyone. What is geomorphic process? Komal, what is geomorphic process? Tell me. Simple one. You can use your own language to explain. Actually, geomorphic process belongs to. Okay, wait, sit down. Suppose that this is the surface of the earth. Right? It is the exterior part of the surface and it is the interior of the part of the surface. Clear? So what is the exterior means? It's what? अपवर्ड नहीं बोलेंगे, हम लोग बोलेंगे सरफेस के ऊपर का जो पार्ट. क्लियर? अपर सरफेस ऑफ द अर्थ और अपर सरफेस. क्लियर? और ये जो क्वेश्चन है ये इट इज कॉल्ड इंटीरियर ऑफ द अर्थ. So upper surface of the earth belongs to what? Landform. Belong to what? Landform. Landform means mountain, plateau, plains, etc., etc. Clear? And this area belongs to interior of the earth. Interior of the earth means, what is the interior of the earth? Exactly, the 3 layer of the interior of the earth. What are the 3 layers? First is earth crust, second is mantle, and the third is core. Exactly. We are already discussed. Already discussed, yes or no? Okay. So geomorphic process, actually it is one kind of process which is the change of which can change the earth surface, the exterior as well as interior. Change the earth surface. What is the change of the earth surface means? Change means it is actively participate for the change of the surface of the earth. What is the meaning of change of the surface of the earth? Sometime is correct, some portion is correct, some portion. Actually, change means suppose that it is a participate in erosion and deposition activity. Clear? It is participate in actively in erosion and deposition activity. What is erosion and what is deposition? There are some natural agents. We know that some natural agent. What are the natural agents? Tell me the name. This is a manner, the decorum of the class. Yes. No, weathering also weather. Sit down. Weathering, it's okay, but I accepted. But there are some natural agents. Air, water, groundwater. Water means running water or river. Right? Water means running water or river. Air, glacier, and wind oblique air, groundwater, river oblique running water, and glacier also. Clear? No, temperature is a part of the different. हम जब weather discuss करेंगे, हम तब discuss करेंगे. Clear? But they are natural agents. Why they are natural agents? What are the main activity of the natural agents? What are the main activity of the natural agents? Exactly. They help in exactly. They help in movement of the what? Movement of the Exactly. Okay. So it is participate for the movement of the material. अगर हम material मान ले तो it's a participate actively for the movement of material, right? Yes or no? Clear up to this question? Any doubt? Any question? Tell me. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So natural agents. So natural agent. How many natural agents we have found? How many natural agents? Yes. Air or wind, glacier, then water and groundwater. Water means running water or river, and groundwater. Sit down. Okay. So what? Ocean currents, some time of ocean current, but it is mainly active in erosion, destructive and constructive part. It is not move. It is not including movement part. Clear? We are consider our the earth surface only now. So the natural agents are form or change the earth surface. Clear? With the help of erosion and deposition. Basically, they are participating in the three processes. What are the three processes? First, erosion. Second is transportation. Third is deposition. What are the three processes? First is erosion. Second is transportation. And third is deposition. Clear, everyone? Yes or no? All the natural agents, that means air, water, river, glacier, they are actively participate in three processes, right? Yes or no? Firstly, what is erosion? They eroded the upward portion or elevated area. What is the meaning of elevated area? What is the meaning of elevated area? Elevated means? Yes. Tell me. Yes. Area of slopes. Next, anyone? Any other sentence? Just simply tell me what is high elevated area. High elevated area. What is high elevated? What is low elevated? Suppose that this is the mountain. Okay. This portion belongs to high elevated area. Clear? And this portion belongs to what? Medium elevated area. Okay. And this portion belongs to low elevated area. That means the three slopes. We consider the three slopes. First is steep slope. Second is moderate slope, and the third is gentle slope. Exactly. Clear? What are the three type of slopes? First is steep slope, second is moderate slope, and the third is gentle slope. According to our landform, we are considering a landform. First portion is mountain, second portion belongs to plateau, and the third portion belongs to what? Plains. Exactly. Clear? So all of you, yes or no? These are the part of the exterior portion. That means it is an exogenic process. Actually, geomorphic process is divided into two parts. What are the two parts? First is exogenic process. Second is endogenic process. What are the exogenic process? Those are the process which is active on the surface of the earth. Exterior part of the surface of the earth. It's called exogenous. Clear? All of you? Clear? Any confusion? Any doubt? Anyone? Okay. And just come down from the earth surface. Those are the process which is active mainly below the earth surface or interior of the earth. Below the earth surface or interior of the earth. It's called what? Endogenic process. Very good. So I think what are the process? What are the natural agents or what are the process of endogenic process? Anyone? Which process is main actively in interior of the earth? Wait. Earthquake. Very good. Plate tectonics. Volcanism. Exactly. Suppose this surface of the earth. Postpone. Hey, click the postpone button. Clear? Suppose that this is the surface of the earth. Clear? All of you. Yashashvi, response. Clear? This surface of the earth. And this portion belongs to exterior part. That is exogenous process. And this portion belongs to interior process. Clear? So those are the process which is active in interior of the earth or below the surface of the earth. ये अर्थ सरफेस है, इसके नीचे बिलो पोर्शन, ये ऊपर का पोर्शन. So those are the process which is active in the below the surface of the earth. Clear? Clear हो रहा है? So below the surface of the earth is called endogenous process. Which process is mainly active in this portion on this region? That means earth crust, mantle, core, etc. Which process? Firstly is convectional current. Clear? Second is earthquake. Third is what? Volcanic activity. Exactly. But all the things are belongs to mantle. Something like relation to mantle. Why mantle? Why mantle? Just think about the interior of the earth. When I explain the interior of the earth, yes, exactly. Sit down. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Uh, Simply that when we discuss the interior of the earth, the first portion of the crust is earth crust. First layer of the earth surface is earth crust. Second layer is mantle, and the third layer is core. Exactly. So earth crust also divided into two parts. What are the two parts? Shial and Shima. What is Shial and what is Shima? Exactly. Shial SIAL and SIMA. Exactly. What is the meaning? What is the meaning of Shial and what is the meaning of Shima? Exactly. Very good. Excellent. Shial, it's a part of the continental crust. Clear? And Shima is a part of the oceanic crust. Clear? And why continental crust is called Shial and why why oceanic crust is called Shima? Because the Shial composed of the two mineral. What are the two mineral? Silicon and aluminum. So first two letter of the every mineral, that is silicon, Si, and Al means aluminum. Both are combined. It's called, so that is the continental crust. It stands for Shial. Clear? And similarly, oceanic crust are composed of the two minerals. Composed with two minerals. What are the two minerals? Silicon and magnesium. Clear? We are not considered a symbol of the mineral. We are considered the first two letter of the mineral. Clear? That's why Si means silicon and Ma means magnesium. Clear? But actually तुम लोग क्या जानते हो? Mg. Clear? But it is just the combination of the clear? समझ में आ गया? Yes or no? Shial and Shima both are belongs to the earth crust. Clear? Then one layer consists asthenosphere. This area is very, 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 very important part of the interior of the earth. Why? Why? Tell me why? Kyun? Yes. It's a boundary. Okay. And another importance? Anyone? Liquid like material here. And okay, liquid. Anyone? Any other arguments? Any other statement? What? Afrin, what? What is the importance of this layer? Liquid condition, okay. But another importance, why? Why it is important? It belongs to magma. It belongs to magma. Clear? What is the mineral? What type of material? Actually, this area belongs to semi-liquid condition. Why semi-liquid condition? What is the meaning of semi-liquid condition? Exactly. This layer belongs to mixture of both material, solid material and liquid material. Solid material means pyroclastic rocks. Pyroclastic rocks are mainly found in this portion, and also we found the liquid condition, that is called magma. Clear? When somehow a volcano is present and the magma come out from the magma chamber through the vent and just come out on the surface of the earth, it's called lava. Clear? When it is in the volcano, it's called magma. When just come out from the volcano chamber or volcano, it's called lava. Clear? So it is the main importance because the magma is present here. Clear? So magma basically a semi-liquid conditions. Yes or no? And it's a sticky and it's a सिल्टी, सिल्टी मतलब ऐसे, दिस विस्कस, एग्जैक्टली विस्कस, वेरी गुड। एंड ऑल्सो इट्स अ पायरोक्लास्टिक मटेरियल। हम लोग अभी अभी बोलते हैं कि जब वॉल्केनो होता है तो पायरोक्लास्टिक रॉक निकल के आता है, क्लियर। सो वाई, हाँ हाँ, पायरोक्लास्टिक रॉक मीन्स वो कुछ भी, मतलब कोई भी रॉक्स हो सकता है। पायरोक्लास्टिक मीन्स इट्स अ वॉल्केनिक रॉक। हम लोग जैसे रॉक्स को जब हम डिवाइड करते हैं, प्लूटोनिक रॉक, वॉल्केनिक रॉक, दोज आर द रॉक्स आर जस्ट डिपोजिटेड इन द नियर द सरफेस ऑफ द अर्थ, इट्स कॉल्ड वॉल्केनिक, प्लूटोनिक रॉक एक्सेट्रा। हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया था वही, क्लियर। जस्ट डिफाइन एज ए वॉल्केनिक रॉक और प्लूटोनिक रॉक, क्लियर। So and the second portion is mantle and the third is core. So clear, this portion is clear, yes or no? Any confusion? And one more thing, the crust, the density of the crust is, what is the density of the crust is 2.7 gram per semi cube to 3 gram per semi cube, clear. And what is the depth of the earth crust? Is averagely 33 kilometer. It's averagely 33 kilometer from surface of the earth, clear. From not atmosphere, from the surface of the earth, from surface of the earth to its average depth is 33 kilometer, clear. And what is the density of the earth crust? 2.7 gram per semi cube, clear. Yes or no? Response clear? Only Ritik. Okay, Ritik, can you hear me? Response. Okay, next is mantle. Mantle also subdivided into two parts. What are the two parts? Upper mantle and lower mantle. Upper mantle and lower mantle, exactly. What is the approximate depth of the mantle? What is the approximate depth of the mantle? Yashashvi, what is the approximate depth of the mantle? 2900 kilometer. 2900 kilometer. याद है? Yes or no? And again 29002. Last one is center of the earth is 6371 kilometer. But according to your NCERT book, 6378 kilometer. Right? Yes or no? Clear, everyone? Core also subdivided into two parts. What are the two parts? Outer core and inner core, exactly. So what is the average density of the mantle? Average density of the mantle, density increased towards the depth was increased. What? 3.4 gram per semi cube, clear. So what is the density of the earth crust? It's 2.7 to 3 gram per semi cube, clear. And what is the density of the mantle? Is 3.4 gram per semi cube, clear. And what is the depth of the core? What is the depth of the core? Sorry, depth means, sorry, density of the core. Density of the core is 5.7 gram per semi cube to 13 gram per semi cube, clear. 5 gram per semi cube to 13 gram per semi cube, clear. Yes or no? And also I told you that there are 5 discontinuity. What are the 5 discontinuity? They are very important. What is the meaning of discontinuity? Boundary, exactly. Boundary line. Just what are the discontinuity? First is Conda discontinuity, situated between Shial and Shima. Very good. Second discontinuity, which is distinguished between earth crust and mantle, Mohorovicic discontinuity, clear. Next discontinuity situated between mantle and core. Gutenberg, exactly, clear. So first discontinuity situated between Shial and Shima is called Conda discontinuity. The discontinuity situated between earth crust and mantle, it is Mohorovicic discontinuity, clear, everyone. And the third one is, which is situated in mantle and between core, it's Gutenberg discontinuity, clear. Conda discontinuity, Mohorovicic discontinuity, and Gutenberg discontinuity, clear. Yes or no? Clear? Up to till now. Then we are discussed the mental also subdivided into two part, that is upper mental and lower mental. That means the discontinuity name, repeat the discontinuity which is distinguished between upper mental and lower mental. Very good. And another discontinuity situated between outer core and inner core is called Lehman, Lehman, Lehman discontinuity. Clear? Okay. Press F2. Press F2 quick. Clear? Yes or no?